Hello, welcome to this channel. And for this video, I am simply putting a message that is strong to me just now is for those that resonate or feel like they'd want to start like a social media platform, like to make a YouTube channel of your own. If you're questioning yourself whether or not you should, just do it. I feel like don't question yourself, just do it. Because even if you jump in and where you wind up later down the road isn't this, I feel like putting positive pebble, like it's like when you do something, right? It creates an energy, right? When you do something like this, even if in the beginning, you fumble, you make mistakes, because I've made I can go through my videos and be like, yep, this is where I would have wished I would have done a little bit, better maybe here or there. However, at the same time, every video I make, it gives me more inspiration, more insight on just this expansion of creativity, right? It's just like every time I do it, the expansion of creativity is just so beautiful, because so many things like dampen that creative juice. We deal with other people, we deal with our our this, our that's, and everything else. And sometimes our own selves, our own bodies are kind of like against us in some fashion or whatever. And just finding something to it's like you can do one thing and then let that expand. You can record flowers and post beautiful flowers. Even it doesn't have to be yourself. I just feel like far too often we hesitate on something because it's scary. And I feel like when we take a step towards courage in a minute way, even like doing a short just every day, posting a single short, because that's really how I started. And I had started a YouTube channel prior to this. I had another YouTube channel that I just had a lot going on in my life, and I didn't see the potential that was going on with it. And actually, I did see it. It was more of my world around me was like just not supportive of it. Something I realized is that you can create your surrounding, your environment. I've seen people, do whatever they've chosen to do in just various places. And I feel like some people get locked and boxed in on a level for their creativity. And say you're trying to work on creativity in one area of your life, but you have maybe an easier, like another ability of yours is maybe a little stronger. Utilizing that stronger ability as sort of your way in on social media platforms, it's like that energy, that creative energy gets stirred, right? By just doing something. And especially when we're doing it in a way where we're sharing it with other people, because we're usually doing it because we're having, a moment of passion. We're having a moment of inspired action, right? And I feel like by creating a YouTube channel, you create energies for more inspired action. So even if you were to just load shorts and you had no goals for monetization of any kind, I feel it would create such a better mental health state for so many people who feel, I don't know, so often it's like other people, it's not even ourselves, or we have our own mental health stuff at times too. I suffer from anxiety myself. And doing this, it's scary to do it. And when you jump in, every time I push record and I know at the end of this, I'm just going to, end it and upload it, because I don't want to give myself a chance to not do it. I guess it's like, don't give myself a chance to doubt myself just now, because self-doubt will stop you from doing pretty much anything. And I feel like that's like a huge message. Stop doubting yourself. Find the ways to believe in yourself, even if it's just like taking a baby step every day where you're stepping out of your comfort zone, because being on a social media platform is stepping out of your comfort zone. It's being, more open. It's like the world itself can just see you and judge you in any way you want. So you have to be open to, you have to be willing to deal with criticism. Because there's going to be people who are like, oh my God, I can't believe you're doing that. You're weird. You know what? Weird people get famous. Just saying. I mean, Robin Williams was an incredibly funny person, but to somebody who didn't know who he was, he would probably have been like, oh, he's a little weird. But he was hilarious, and he made us all so happy. And I think about, sometimes being your weird in any way that might be, and so often it's nothing weird at all. It's just depending on who you're dealing with. If you're dealing with a naysayer, it's weird. If you're dealing with somebody supportive, it's not, and they will, resonate with you. And finding your own tribe sometimes, because sometimes, life gets busy, and it's like you can't connect to other people as easily because life is busy. Having that moment of the day where you connect with the outside world, outside of the world that you're in, it's almost like, I think of this story, or this I don't know, it's like a story, I guess. It's about fleas, of an experiment that they put the fleas in a container, right? And the fleas had a certain height that they could jump. And then they waited some time, and then they put the fleas in another container that was larger. And the fleas couldn't remember, were still so programmed to where they were that they just kept jumping in that same distance. And it wasn't because they couldn't get any higher, it's because they were set to that frequency. So when you're set to your own frequency, into the reality you are in, and there's things about it that you may want to not be that way, by putting in a positive pebble into creation, like creating something on YouTube, and it would, whoever comes to this, it would be your choice as to what that would be. It will stir just more positive energy in you, more flow energy. You will be able to not just, sometimes in our own realities, it's like we think that we can only go so high because that's how we perceive the world. Like, oh, we can't do this. I can't do this. That's only for those kind of people, or, whatever. And that's maybe because that's what you've been reflected throughout your life. And to do something different is for you to step outside of what you know. And by doing this, I feel, is stepping out of what you know. And every day, jumping in a way that you don't normally jump, like a flea, just to talk about a pest. But to know that you can expand and to find further ways of expansion. So I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah, I think if you come to this channel and you were questioning in any shape, way, or form as to whether or not to start a YouTube channel, start a YouTube channel. Like, don't question it. Just do it. And even if you fail or you let it go in some fashion, maybe that fuel is going to fuel your next great adventure. Or maybe this is your great adventure. Maybe this is your sign. Because I think about how, right now, this is like, we're shifting right now. I feel as like a lot of people are changing from like a form of being or where they had been, moving into like new beginnings, a lot of new beginnings. And this is this time of new beginnings. And this is springtime, so this is the greatest time for new beginnings. So maybe this is just that sign to whoever comes to this channel and finds this video of start that new beginning of having a YouTube channel, because it's worth it. And even if it didn't get monetized, which I don't want to put that damper on your souls of that when it happened, because you never know when that could happen. And you don't want to like box yourself into saying, oh, I just want that to happen. I feel like, especially if you're not normally a content creator, but you are a creative person, sometimes being that person that steps out of their own comfort zone, you become not only a creative person, but a content creative person. And then that expands on your creativity. Because we all have creativity in us. We are the all, right? And God created us in his image, right? So he's a creator. God, the all, is a creator, right? So what does that make us? If we are a reflection of the all of God itself, what are we? We're creators, right? So by putting a pebble into creation, and those that aren't religious or spiritual, you may not resonate with that one, but I do. And I feel like by being the creator in us through creation, it expands our inner knowing. It's like our souls being themselves in this more authentic way, because this is a physical being, but we are energy. We are energy first. We have this physical image that the outside world sees, and maybe expanding on creativity expands on how you know yourself, like where you're able to look in the mirror and say, you're working on yourself in a way where all I want to do is want you to know who I am. Like, you're looking in the mirror and you know how somebody you love or you'd want to know you, like, because no one else, you want somebody to know you, right? Well, through that journey, what if at the end of it, you know you better than anyone else does? Or you learn a new way of knowing yourself, and you become, you get a tribe, right? You create this energy where, you find people more like you. And I'm going to leave it there. And I appreciate anyone who stayed and listened. And I pray you all go out there and start a YouTube channel, no matter what it takes. Like right now, leave this video and go and start creating a content of some sort. Whatever you, and if I find you, I will like and subscribe every single time, because I am that way. I feel we should all support each other, because when we stop supporting each other, that is giving a signal to that other kind of resonance, right, of not supporting each other. So we don't want to expand on the non-supportive energy. We want to expand on supportive energy. So remember, when you go to YouTube channels and you watch these videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. Support each other. I'm sorry, I'm tongue twisted now. Moving too quickly. So, everyone have a beautiful day and good luck with your creations. Thank you.